The number one thing that instantly turns on 99% of women backed by science: modern stoic. Love is not something you look for. Love is something you build, unknown. In today's world, we're often fed a diet of what women supposedly want in a man: a stable income, striking looks, and extravagant displays of affection. These qualities are regularly highlighted in films, ads, and social media as the magical formula for capturing a woman's heart. But when we peel back the layers, we realize that attraction is much more intricate than these shallow representations. True attraction isn't just about financial security or physical appeal. It's not about reciting lines from a rom-com or planning some over-the-top romantic gesture. The secret to lasting attraction lies in something much deeper: emotional intimacy. It's about forming a genuine connection that touches the primal part of human desire, an unspoken bond that stirs curiosity, excitement, and an emotional pull. This is what truly captivates women, even if they don't always articulate it. In this essay, we'll delve into the psychology behind attraction, the common mistakes men often make, and how to forge a meaningful, magnetic connection that doesn't just spark attraction but ignites a genuine interest in building a deeper relationship. 1. Understanding the complex nature of attraction. Stop for a moment and reflect. For ages, we've been spoon-fed the idea that the key to a woman's heart lies in money, good looks, or sweeping romantic gestures. Sure, these things might spark an initial connection, but if you think they'll keep her around in the long haul, you're sorely mistaken. Here's the brutal truth: women aren't just looking for a financial provider or a man who can dazzle them with flashy acts. No, what they truly long for is a deep emotional connection, something genuine that stirs something in them on a far deeper level than material wealth or charming words ever could. This is the secret sauce of true attraction. It's not about a carefully timed compliment or an expensive gift. It's about a bond that resonates with them on an emotional wavelength. What makes a woman truly feel attracted to a man goes beyond the surface level. It's about an emotional pull that makes her feel like she's connecting with someone on a profound, often mysterious level. It's complex and dynamic, built on trust, intrigue, and a subtle dance that leaves her craving more. This connection isn't something that can be manufactured or faked. It grows organically, often in the most unexpected of ways. If you're trying to force attraction with a shiny exterior, you're missing the point. Women are experts at reading beneath the surface. They crave something real, something that stirs their emotions in a way that no material object or grandiose gesture can. You need to realize that attraction isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. It's not about finding the perfect outfit or having the best car in the parking lot. It's about how you make her feel in those quiet moments, the subtle way you make her laugh, the calm presence you bring into the room, and the deep respect you show for her mind, not just her body. Modern Stoicism plays a crucial role in this dynamic. The modern Stoic isn't just a man who reacts impulsively or seeks constant validation. He's steady, grounded, and has mastered the art of emotional control. When a man embodies the blessing of Stoicism, he's not swept away by external forces. Instead, he remains calm and composed, creating an atmosphere of security and intrigue that draws women in. This is what women really want. Someone who is emotionally mature. Someone who doesn't wear his feelings on his sleeve but knows how to show up when it matters. The old Stoic wisdom teaches us that the key to real emotional attraction is not about striving for perfection, but rather about being perfectly at peace with who you are. When you can embrace that, when you can bring your true self to the table without pretense or the need to perform, you unlock a powerful connection with others. This is the essence of Stoicism, not avoiding emotions but understanding and mastering them. A man who has cultivated the blessing of Stoicism doesn't need to prove his worth to anyone. He simply is. And that quiet confidence is magnetic. It creates a space where genuine attraction can flourish, where both parties feel seen, heard, and respected in ways that money or looks could never facilitate. Understand this if you want to draw women toward you. It's not about following a checklist of superficial traits. It's about embodying emotional depth, being present, and creating a connection that goes beyond the surface. Become a modern Stoic. Learn to control your emotions, to let go of the need to impress, and instead focus on the power of meaningful connection. Trust in the strength of your inner world, because that's what will truly captivate her heart. Forget the flashy acts. It's the depth of your emotional presence that will have the most profound impact. Women don't just want someone who looks good on paper, they want someone who can make them feel something real, something that resonates with them deeply. Be that man. 2. The role of emotional connection in building attraction. Don't underestimate the power of emotional connection in attraction. It's one of the most important ingredients in building genuine, lasting relationships. Yet, it's often misunderstood, especially by men. Many think that affection, love declarations, or grand gestures are the way to a woman's heart. But here's the truth. Emotional attraction doesn't happen instantly. It's built over time, and it's rooted in vulnerability, shared experiences, and most importantly, a slow, deliberate progression. So, what does this mean for you? First, you must realize that the emotional connection between a man and a woman is not a sprint. It's not about rushing to express feelings or forcing intimacy. Instead, it's a slow, deliberate dance, one that requires patience, time, and attention. Women need to feel safe, secure, and emotionally supported before they can open up completely. That's where the blessing of Stoicism comes in. You must embody the calm and steadiness of a modern Stoic who doesn't rush into things but takes time to understand and connect. Be patient and allow the connection to develop naturally. Don't mistake this for playing games or acting aloof. What women value is a steady, consistent approach that makes them feel emotionally seen and heard. Show genuine interest in her, not just as a romantic partner, but as a person. Ask questions, be curious. Let her talk about her experiences, her passions, her struggles. Be attentive. It's in these moments of shared vulnerability that emotional bonds form and strengthen. And yes, there are times for grand romantic gestures, but they should come after a foundation of emotional connection is built. A woman doesn't want to feel like she's being won over with fleeting acts of affection. She wants someone who listens to her, someone who understands the small moments that make her feel seen and valued. Take a step back and reflect. Are you rushing through this connection? Are you moving too quickly? Or are you truly taking the time to get to know her, to build trust? The most effective way to foster emotional attraction is through a gradual process that involves emotional availability, authenticity, and vulnerability. This is the path of the Stoic man, the man who values meaningful connection over quick gratification. You must be willing to show vulnerability. You must let your guard down. Only by being open about your own emotions can you build a genuine bond. It's also important to remember that the emotional connection doesn't happen just through words. It's in the quiet moments too, the moments of shared laughter, the gentle touch, the comforting silence. That's where the deep emotional bonds are formed. Women appreciate when a man is emotionally present and able to navigate intimacy with patience and empathy. By showing that you can be both strong and sensitive, you allow her to feel emotionally secure with you. And this emotional security is what opens the door to deeper attraction. You must be a stoic in this process. Don't rush. Don't demand that feelings develop quickly. Instead, take the time to create space for her emotions and allow your connection to evolve naturally. Let your actions speak louder than words. It's in those slow, steady moments that attraction builds into something meaningful. The Stoic lessons that guide a man towards emotional maturity can also shape the way he builds attraction. You see, true attraction is not based on surface-level gestures. It's not about trying to impress or overwhelm. It's about being steady, emotionally present, and willing to invest time into building something real. Don't focus on the outcome. Instead, focus on the process, the steady growth of a connection that feels natural and fulfilling. Be patient, be genuine, and let the blessing of Stoicism guide you. Build that emotional connection with intention, and you'll find that the attraction becomes not just physical, but deeply emotional and lasting. Remember, attraction isn't about rushing. It's about developing a deep, meaningful connection through emotional vulnerability, authenticity, and time. Be the man who listens, who shows up, and who is willing to take things slow. That's how you create lasting attraction, through the quiet, steady progression of emotional connection. That is the true power of the Stoic life, a life grounded in patience, understanding, and emotional presence. 3. How men and women experience attraction differently. The truth is, the number one thing that instantly turns on 99% of women, backed by science, isn't just about looks or smooth talk. What truly attracts women is the perfect blend of emotional and mental qualities that a man embodies, especially when he practices Stoic principles in his life. When you become a man who is emotionally steady, resolute, and grounded, attraction will naturally follow without you needing to chase it. This has been proven by science and centuries of Stoic philosophy, helping you understand that attraction isn't just based on physical appearance or superficial charm. It's about maintaining emotional control, staying steady, and being patient in all situations. Men often experience attraction quickly, clearly, and immediately. This is very different from how women experience it. For many men, when they see a woman they like, the feeling of desire and the urge to pursue her appears right away. They tend to act quickly, and sometimes this can lead to a negative reaction. On the other hand, women usually need more time to develop their attraction. For them, it's not only about looks or superficial charm, but about building an emotional connection and feeling safe. Women need space to feel comfortable and connect deeply, and this depends largely on the emotional stability a man brings to the table. A man who can remain calm, control his emotions, and not rush or be swept up in fleeting feelings is the one who will naturally attract a woman. This aligns perfectly with Stoic principles, where patience, self-control, and resilience are core values. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." If you can master your emotions and stay composed in the face of challenges, women will naturally be drawn to you. So, what should you do to attract women in this way? Don't rush it or try to create attraction through short-term actions. Instead, create an environment where a woman feels safe and comfortable enough to let her feelings develop over time. Don't pressure her. Give her time to feel the stability and safety you offer. This doesn't mean being cold or distant, but instead being calm, confident, and strong from within. When you control your emotions and stay steady in any situation, women will automatically feel you are reliable and attractive. The Stoic principle encourages you not to seek attraction through hasty actions or approval from others, but instead, to develop inner strength and mastery over yourself. This is what creates lasting, genuine attraction. The attraction women feel isn't from gestures or words, but from your consistency, stability, and mental strength. A man doesn't need to chase attention or try to impress. It is his calmness, maturity, and self-awareness that draws women in. Marcus Aurelius also reminds us, "What we do now echoes in eternity," showing that our actions and attitude today shape who we are tomorrow. Don't rush to seek attraction. Instead, focus on becoming a strong, stable man who lives according to Stoic principles. Only when you master yourself and become a reliable man will true attraction come naturally and last. In the end, remember that attraction is not a race, but a journey. A man who lives by Stoic principles will always generate irresistible attraction through his steadiness and conviction. Be the man women can feel safe with, the man who offers stability and strength. Master your life, master your emotions, and you will attract the respect and attention you truly deserve. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and share with someone who could benefit. Subscribe for more wisdom on modern attraction and relationships. To engage with this powerful concept, comment below with "I create space for attraction to develop naturally." Let's start a conversation and dive deeper into the psychology of attraction. 4. Common mistakes men make in building attraction. There's one thing that trips up nearly every man when trying to build genuine attraction with a woman rushing it. This is the #1 mistake, and it's more common than you think. Too often, men dive in too quickly, pushing for intimacy or a connection before it's ready to bloom. If you approach a woman with overtly sexual intent or rush through the stages of getting to know her, you're more likely to push her away than draw her in. That's not how attraction works. Women crave subtlety. They want space to let things develop at a pace that feels natural. Trying to speed things up is like forcing a flower to bloom in an instant. It doesn't work, and it ruins the potential for something beautiful. Instead, let the relationship unfold at its own pace, and you'll find that attraction follows. The key to successful attraction lies in pacing. Women don't appreciate feeling like they're being rushed. They prefer a slow, deliberate progression where the emotional connection builds over time. It's about understanding the blessing of Stoicism in relationships: patience, restraint, and balance. Men who embody the old Stoic principles of patience know that the reward is in the journey, not the destination. Attraction is built in the little moments, not the grand gestures. This doesn't mean you should abandon playfulness or flirtation, but rather that you should introduce intimacy in a way that feels natural and respectful. Women want to feel in control, and a good man knows how to read those cues and back off when necessary. This is where many men go wrong. They don't fully grasp how important it is to let a woman feel comfortable and safe in the relationship. It's about understanding her boundaries and respecting them, all while keeping the interaction fun and lighthearted. A modern Stoic man knows how to create a safe environment, one where both partners can relax and enjoy the connection without pressure. A Stoic man doesn't try to force things. He remains steady, in control of his desires, and allows the relationship to develop at its own pace. His strength lies not in pushing for more, but in knowing when to hold back. That kind of energy is magnetic. Moreover, the key to attracting women is recognizing the subtleties in communication. A woman will appreciate a man who doesn't rush to make sexual advances or jump straight into deep, intimate conversations. Instead, she values the man who reads the signals, who knows when to push forward and when to take a step back. The art of attraction is in being present, not in rushing ahead. Women want a man who can engage with them playfully, but with a level of maturity and patience that speaks volumes. This is the blessing of Stoicism at its best. The balance between pursuing a connection and respecting the pace of its growth. So, what can you do to avoid these common pitfalls? Don't rush, don't push, be patient and allow the connection to develop naturally. Take the time to understand the other person and remember that attraction isn't about force or speed. It's about subtlety and pacing. Be the modern Stoic in your approach. Let the relationship build on its own terms, and you'll see the attraction grow. Respect her boundaries, read the signals, and most importantly, be the steady force that gives her space to feel in control. This is the foundation of a lasting connection, and it's the one thing that will set you apart in the world of dating. 5. The power of curiosity and subtle teasing. Gentlemen, let me ask you this. Do you ever wonder what truly makes a woman tick? It's not about dazzling her with your fancy words or wearing that expensive cologne. No, the secret is something far more powerful. It's curiosity. The blessing of Stoicism teaches us that we must control our desires and impulses. But when it comes to attraction, a bit of mystery is exactly what makes you irresistible. And I mean that in the most profound way possible. Curiosity is one of the most potent forces in human connection. It's a magnetic force that draws people in, especially when it's combined with the art of subtle teasing. Think about it when you leave someone wondering. When you get them to question the hidden layers of who you are, you open a door into their mind, and when you do that, you invite them to engage with you mentally, emotionally, and yes, even physically. The beauty of it, curiosity doesn't demand anything from them. It simply makes them want to know more. You see, curiosity is the spark that ignites the flame of imagination. When a woman is curious about you, she begins to think about you in ways that extend far beyond your words or actions. It's like planting a seed in her mind, one that she won't be able to shake off. And when that seed starts to grow, it evolves into something much more profound. She starts to imagine what it would be like to share moments with you, to experience your presence in ways she never thought possible. But how, you ask, do you create this irresistible curiosity? Here's where subtle teasing and playful comments come into play. These aren't crude or overt remarks. No, they're the kind of comments that make her smile, question your intentions, and most importantly, keep her intrigued. Here's an example. Let's say a woman gives you a compliment. Maybe she says, "I like your shirt. It looks great on you." Instead of simply saying, "Thank you," like a boring robot, you might respond with something like, "Are you flirting with me right now? We're in public, but when we get home, who knows?" Now, that's a response that does a few things. 1. It adds mystery. You're not giving her a plain thank you. You're turning it into a playful challenge. What's going to happen next? She's left wondering. 2. It creates space for imagination. The moment you mention what might happen next, her mind starts running wild with possibilities. She's now emotionally invested, picturing what could come next, even if it's nothing. That's the power of a well-placed tease. 3. It keeps things light and fun. Flirting isn't about pressure. It's about creating a playful, comfortable space where you can both enjoy the dance of connection without expectations. This isn't high stakes. It's about being in the moment and sharing a laugh, a smile, and a sense of possibility. The secret here is subtlety. Be the man who can playfully tease without crossing any lines. Don't get too forward. Don't push too hard. That is the blessing of Stoicism in action. It's the balance of controlling your impulses while still being present in the moment, playful but grounded. You must create a space where she can feel both intrigued and respected. Subtle teasing is more than just a tool. It's a way of engaging that requires finesse. It's not about saying inappropriate things. It's about using your words to build a connection that feels effortless and natural. It's the Stoic life at its finest. Having the self-control to let things unfold without trying to force them. You're not chasing her approval. You're inviting her into a conversation, a game, a playful exchange where anything could happen. The curiosity you create in her mind, that's what makes her stay interested. That's what makes her think about you even when you're not around. And let's not forget the power of silence. Sometimes the best way to add to that mystery is to not give all of yourself away. Don't over-explain yourself. Don't try to fill every pause with words and let her come to her own conclusion. This, too, is a lesson from the Stoic world. Silence can be more powerful than words. When you let her ponder, when you leave a little space for her to wonder, you maintain control over the narrative of your relationship. So here's the deal: don't be predictable. Don't give her all the answers. Create intrigue. Be the man who leaves her wanting more. Not because you're playing games, but because you understand the power of curiosity and how it works. By doing so, you'll embody the Stoic lessons that encourage patience, control, and emotional depth. This isn't about manipulation. It's about letting your interactions be shaped by respect, mystery, and the understanding that sometimes the best way to connect is by leaving a little room for wonder. Remember, curiosity is the key to unlocking attraction. Don't ignore it. Play with it. Be the source of fascination in her life, and watch how the magic unfolds. Keep her guessing. Keep her interested, and most importantly, enjoy the process. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us. Or simply comment "very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. 6. Asking thoughtful, playful questions. Master the art of attraction by embracing one simple, yet incredibly powerful concept: Stoicism. The core of a Stoic mindset isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about mastering yourself, creating emotional control, and maintaining a clear, unwavering sense of purpose. If you want to attract women, you must understand this: you are not here to beg for attention. You are here to build genuine attraction based on respect and emotional connection. And one of the most potent ways to do this is by asking thoughtful, playful questions that ignite curiosity and captivate her mind. Stop worrying about shallow pickup lines or overplayed tactics. Focus instead on provoking deep thought, stimulating her imagination, and tapping into her desires without being pushy. This isn't about crossing boundaries or rushing things. It's about creating intrigue, building tension, and letting her explore what she's drawn to without any pressure. Think about the power of asking simple, yet profound questions like, "What's the most daring thing you've ever done?" Or, "If you could run away and leave the world behind for a weekend, where would you go and why?" These questions are an invitation to explore, to imagine, and to connect on a level that goes far beyond surface conversation. The beauty of these questions is that they show you're engaged with her as a person, not just as an object of desire. It's about teasing the mind, not the body. When done right, you keep her on her toes, sparking a slow, steady burn of attraction that grows with every interaction. The key here is to never be overtly sexual, but always stoic in your approach. Calm, collected, and in control. This steady, unyielding demeanor will build not only intrigue but respect, something every woman seeks. This approach is rooted in Stoic principles, which demand that you remain composed and unbothered by the superficial. You're not desperate. You're in charge. Women are drawn to confidence, but real confidence isn't just showing off. It's about mastery over your own emotions and desires. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." You must learn to control your impulses. Think before you speak, and ask questions that invite her into a world where her imagination takes the lead. Instead of being needy or direct, ask questions that allow her to feel both comfortable and intrigued. Create that tension where she's compelled to engage with you, but only when she's ready. You're a man who embodies Stoic control, emotional intelligence, and respect for boundaries. The power isn't in the chase, it's in the patience. You must embrace that. Ask questions that seem simple but are profound. What's one thing you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? Such a question shows depth and thoughtfulness while inviting her to reveal a side of herself that might not be apparent at first glance. It also allows her to project her feelings and desires, bringing you closer without forcing the issue. Think of yourself as a master of the game, not of manipulation, but of emotional understanding. You're in no rush. Let her move at her pace. That's how you'll build a magnetic attraction, by tapping into her natural curiosity. Don't force things. Don't rush into explicit conversations, and then keep her wondering, keep her imagining. And watch as her attraction to you grows over time. Ultimately, attraction isn't about being flashy or trying to impress with surface-level charm. It's about being a man who embodies the Stoic principles. Someone who asks the right questions, displays emotional intelligence, and values slow, steady progress over quick, fleeting gratification. The art is in the build-up, not the explosion. Don't rush, don't chase. Let her come to you, drawn in by the allure of your calm confidence and curiosity. When you master this approach, you'll experience the undeniable power of attraction, and you'll know that it was earned, not forced. As the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Focus on fewer wants and greater self-control, and you will be more attractive than you ever imagined. 7. Building attraction through slow emotional escalation. You must understand that attraction isn't built overnight or by rushing into things. It's not about diving headfirst into intimacy, but about allowing a relationship to develop slowly and naturally, creating space for both of you to feel comfortable, safe, and vulnerable with one another. This slow emotional escalation, key to any lasting attraction, means opening up and revealing parts of yourself at the right time, in the right way. When you share with her in a meaningful way and she reciprocates, you're not only creating emotional intimacy but laying the foundation for trust, which is the bedrock of any strong relationship. In this process, pace is everything. Don't hurry, don't jump the gun. Let her gradually form a mental and emotional connection with you before introducing physicality into the mix. The magic happens in the subtle moments, the shared glances, the quiet conversations, the light touches, and the moments where you allow your vulnerabilities to surface. You must give her the room to open up at her own pace. And in return, you'll discover the deeper layers of who she is. As the emotional bond deepens, it paves the way for something even greater, a connection rooted in understanding and mutual respect. This slow emotional buildup isn't a strategy, it's a necessity. When you force things, you may create physical attraction, but you'll miss out on the depth and realness that comes with allowing emotions to unfold naturally. When done right, this approach to emotional escalation doesn't just make the attraction stronger, but it makes it feel inevitable, almost as if it was destined to happen. There's no pressure, no rush, just a natural progression that feels right for both of you. This is where the blessing of Stoicism comes in. The modern Stoic understands that control doesn't lie in pushing or forcing, but in patience and restraint. It's in cultivating the ability to resist acting on impulse, and instead, to let things develop in their own time. The old Stoics knew this well. True strength lies not in demanding things unfold on your terms, but in being steady, calm, and allowing life to unfold at its natural pace. Don't underestimate the power of timing. Don't be the guy who rushes or tries to skip steps in the journey of building emotional attraction. You must be the one who remains composed, secure in the knowledge that patience is powerful. Be the man who lets his actions speak louder than his words, who doesn't need to rush into the physical but allows the emotional connection to take center stage. That is how attraction becomes deeper, more profound, and ultimately more lasting. The emotional escalation you create isn't just about seduction. It's about creating a space for genuine connection. It's about making sure the emotional bond between you both is as strong as the physical one. When you align your behavior with the principles of Stoicism and let things develop naturally, you'll find that attraction isn't something that needs to be forced. It's something that grows on its own, without you even trying. Be the modern Stoic. Let the connection unfold at the right pace, and you'll find yourself with an attraction that is powerful, deep, and most importantly, real. Hey there, thank you so much for watching. Now, as we wrap up, remember this attraction isn't about flashy gestures or how much money you have. It's about emotional connection, the kind of bond that grows slowly, steadily, and most importantly, naturally. When you understand the power of pacing, curiosity, and subtlety, you can create a connection that's much deeper than what meets the eye. So my advice to you, take your time, engage her mind and emotions, keep things a bit mysterious. This is the real key to building a strong, lasting attraction that goes far beyond just looks or material things. If you focus on these principles, subtlety, curiosity, and emotional pacing, you'll find that attraction deepens in ways that will not only strengthen your bond, but create a meaningful connection with someone who truly resonates with who you are. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.